Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got my sister's Lexus RX350 here in the garage, and we're gonna tackle the rear brakes. So something that's common on a lot of new cars is gonna be an electronic parking brake. Since we're working on the brakes, you wanna be sure that that system is deactivated. I just wanna show you guys here, we've got the car in reverse. We're gonna put it in park, and the car automatically engages that parking brake. So what you wanna do is you wanna be sure that that system is off. It's engaged, so before we shut the car off, make sure that you disengage that. Otherwise, we're not gonna be able to get those rear brakes out. So before we jack the car up, definitely safety first. Make sure you guys throw some wheel chocks under there. And if you don't have wheel chocks, a block of wood will do. When working on the front or rear of a car, I always like jacking it up by single point. So the rear cross member here, that's where we're going to lift from. We'll be able to lift the entire back of the car. Now let's get this thing in the air. So I was hoping that this was just going to be a pad change, but unfortunately, there's a lot more wear to the rotors than what's acceptable. So what we're going to do is we are going to get these rotors off and see if my local O'Reilly can turn these, which is machining this down to a smooth surface again. So as far as getting these off the car, you've got to disassemble this. What we're going to do is we're going to start by swinging the caliper out of the way. You've got two bolts here, but before we do that, we want to disconnect this electrical connector. As you guys saw at the beginning of the video, I was referencing an electronic parking brake, and that's what this is. So let's go ahead and start with disconnecting the parking brake, and then we'll go ahead and unbolt this out so we can get the pads out. And as you can see, she did not have a whole lot of pad left. So in order to get this caliper bracket off so that we can remove the rotor, you're going to have two mounting bolts, one here and that one further down. now that we've got the caliper mounting bracket out of the way, we can work on getting this guy off. Often they are seized. They're rusted to the hub. So what we're going to do is, one, we're going to heat it. Two, I'm going to look and see if I've got a bolt that'll fit in that hole to get this thing loose. Thankfully, that came off easily using the right size bolt. And that's it, guys. So we're going to take these up to my local O'Reilly, and hopefully they can turn these and get these looking fresh again. I always love a good reason to take Henry out. So the most annoying thing about doing rear brakes on some of these newer vehicles is the electronic rear parking brake. In order to be able to push this piston in, we've got to retract the electronic component of these brakes, and that's this unit here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how you can use a battery to get that done, at least on an RX350. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some cables for a voltmeter. We're going to connect these to positive and negative leads of a 12-volt battery. Make sure to keep these separated. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to probe. There's only 2 pins here. We're just going to probe those and see which direction this goes. If we see it come out, that means we're connected in the wrong direction. And it does not look like it's coming out, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold now to fully retract that unit. As soon as it reaches the end, this is likely going to spin, and that's when we're going to stop. And that's it. So the parking brake is fully retracted. What we're going to do is we're going to massage this boot to get it straightened out. And then we can push this piston in. So we're just going to use a pick to get this boot straightened out. And now that that's all evened out, we're just going to push this in. Now, you can push this in with brute force, or you can use a brake press tool. I don't have one, so we were just going to push this guy back in. And that's it. We've got the piston pushed all the way back into the bore. So now we can get back to this brake job. We've gotten our freshly turned rotors from O'Reilly Auto Parts. Guys, what's really nice about this is instead of buying new rotors for about $130, I was able to get these turned for about $27. So now they have to be within spec. They can't be too thin, but as long as they are, save yourself some money. Get these things turned. Before we put these on, we're going to clean this hub up some. Get some of this rust off. Now that we've got that cleaned up, we can put our rotor back on. And we've got new brake hardware, so we're going to clean up this caliper before we toss this on the car. And then the other thing that you guys want to do is you want to make sure that these are moving freely. As long as they move freely, you're good. If they're stuck and they don't want to move, then you need to remove these, clean out all the old grease, and then get them freed up again. So those are moving well for us, so we're good to go. To get this caliper bracket in, we're going to move this guy up and out of the way. And this just slides in here. We're going to torque these guys down to 79 foot-pounds. The new brake pads came with these pressure clips that will help keep them aligned. So we'll put one on the bottom for the front, and we're going to put one on the bottom for the rear. And then before we push these in, I'm going to give them a little bit of grease on the contact points just to help them move. Same thing for the front. And then all we got to do is swing this caliper back down. And these guys get installed to 25 foot-pounds. There we go. Reconnect our rear parking brake. And then, of course, the rear brake line. And there we go, guys. The brakes are back together. This really isn't that difficult of a job. It's just a little bit time consuming, especially if you don't know what you're looking at. And obviously that whole deal with the rear parking brake, again, just a hurdle, but as soon as you get that stuff figured out, it's actually a really simple job. So let's go and get the wheels back on. All right, brakes feel good. And that's it. It's as simple as that to get the brakes done on your 2018, I think it's like 2016 to 2020 Lexus RX350. A lot of your late model Toyotas are gonna have very similar brake setups. So hopefully the video was helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys next time.